Good morning. We're going to try this again. Good morning. That's a little bit better. Good morning and welcome to Convocation 2015. We are elated to be here this morning. I hope everyone had a fantastic summer. I am Ruthie Quinto. I am the district's Deputy Superintendent and Chief Financial Officer. It is my pleasure to be your MC this morning. Are we ready to launch the new school year? I'm ready. We're ready. 2015-16, here we go. It is always a special time for our district as we gather together all in one place under one roof to launch the new academic year. And I promise you this morning, we will be inspired, we will be encouraged, we will be captivated. I promise you, we will gain fresh insights as we prepare to welcome our students next week. We have 6 of our board members with us here today, and I'd like for them to please stand and remain standing and be recognized. We have our President, Cal Johnson. Our board clerk, Christopher de la Cerda. Trustee Valerie Davis. Trustee Luis Chavez. Trustee Carol Mills. And Trustee Janet Ryan. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your courageous leadership. Thank you so much for being the leaders who sustain our work, who show us the way. Thank you on behalf of our students and our families. We are quite excited about today's keynote speaker, College Board President and CEO, Mr. David Coleman. Welcome, Mr. Coleman. Please stand. We look forward to your address a little later this morning. At this time, I'd just like to quickly recognize our other dignitaries who have joined us this morning. Also from the College Board, we have Jerry Califano, Diane Carbray, Natalie Carrera, and Sandra Williams-Harp. If I missed anyone, is that correct? Lynn Dodd, all those folks who have traveled and joined us today, thank you so much. From AXA, we're joined by Susan Bidi, one of our very own. Roz Bissard and Wesley Smith. We are also joined by very special friends of the district, the generous Murray and Francine Farber. From the Children's Movement, Linda Gleason. We have Superintendent from Sanger Unified, Matt Navarro. We have from FTA, Tish Rice and Louis Jameson. We also have joining us Angie Nguyen from Fresno Housing Authority. Wonderful partner here in town, in Fresno, in our community. We have Wesley Seaver, Kingsburg Elementary Charter. From the City of Fresno, Councilperson Esmeralda Soria. From our partners in healthcare, Sarap Terosian and Holly Vanderhen from Kaiser Permanente. And also a partner in healthcare from St. Agnes, Nancy Hollingsworth. And then our county office superintendent, Mr. Jim Jovino. Pardon me. Very well. Thank you all. If I missed anyone, please accept my apologies. Thank you for joining us this morning. At this time, we will welcome our Fresno High School ROTC, who will post our colors. Our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Jair Garcia, and C. Omara Briceño, an incoming freshman at Roosevelt High School, will dazzle us with her rendition of the national anthem. All, please rise.
Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Fresno High School ROTC. Beautiful job. Beautiful job by our students this morning. We are always inspired. They are the reason we are here. They are the reason, with less than a week to the start of school, that we are so grateful. I do want to just go back for one moment and recognize all of our other labor leaders who are joining us this morning who are not on my list, and of course, our leaders from SEIU, our leaders from CSEA, our leaders who are here with us today who I did not mention specifically, as they were not on our list. So thank you for being with us. We also have joining us the superintendent from Long Beach Unified School District, Dr. Chris Steinhauser. Thank you for being with us. And with that, if I get any other corrections, I'm sure I'll be reminded. But for now, it is time to get happy.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
call Convocation of 2015 to order.
Well, you know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and down.
Sunnyside High School, Sunnyside Region, let's hear you shout. Fresno Region, let us hear you shout. Where is my central office staff? Let's hear you shout. Our phenomenal classified employees, let's hear you shout. The Roosevelt region, let's hear you shout. The Bullard region, let me hear you shout. McLean region, let me hear you shout. Our specialty region, let me hear you shout. The Tigers from the Edison region, let me hear you shout. Hoover region. All Fresno unified, let us hear you shout.
Wow. Brian Wells, you rock. And of course, where is that mini superintendent? Where are the mini cabinet members? Please stand up. Great job. I'm just saying, next year, Convocation 2016, you're planning it. That's organized by you. Okay, very good. Okay, however, this year's convocation could not have been possible without the generous commitment and support from our sponsors listed here on the screens, and we do want to thank all of them, their commitment to our students. Thank you. I have been corrected yet again, totally open to that. I do want to thank Drone Jones and Dawn Redford. Are you here? My partners in Jimby. Once a month, every third Thursday, our partners from Building Trades. Are you here? Stand up. Yet another labor partner that was not on my list. Thank you for joining us today. And our labor partners from our substitute association, FASTA. They're with us this morning as well, so thank you. Moving on. We are going into the part of our program where we will be inspired by hearing some great stories of triumph over tragedy. These stories are right here from folks in the Central Valley, and it is always good. It is great, frankly, to hear from these survivors, people who have used their talents to make a difference, to overcome obstacles. 2 years ago, we announced the launch of our Human Element campaign. It was an effort that seeks to bring us all closer together, respecting one another's differences for the betterment of us all, the human collective. The movement, and I don't use that term lightly, has been well received nationally. And we are, of course, very proud of the work that our young people have done. They celebrate diversity and togetherness. The photos that you see on the screens are images of some of our local heroes. These photos give you a visual depiction of the fruit of our Human Element campaign. They stand on the truth of their individuality, and they stand on the truth of their reality. their desire to either change their reality or to build upon it as they move toward the future. As a product of the Central Valley, a product of Fresno specifically, I am proud to be in the company of such remarkable individuals. Here in the audience with us today are those students who competed in the Great American No Bull Challenge. They're right here. We love this challenge because our students are able, you can stay right here, just stay right here. They are able to submit their work in this national competition. They were invited to Los Angeles, where their work was awarded first place in the category Best Message. And that message was simply this: start with kindness. Several of our students attended those awards in Los Angeles, California, and they are so inspiring in so many ways, as we can all just feel and certainly get a plausible sense of that energy. Overcoming life's obstacles, helping individuals in need, starting with kindness, and frankly, ending with kindness. As you view the screens around you in this room, those are the themes of the inspirational stories that you are about to see. So please, enjoy.
Mia's diagnosis came out of nowhere. She was perfectly healthy one day, and then virtually the next, she wasn't. School just was so important for us.
We have done, bracelets in Mia's honor and sold T-shirts, and all that money is going to go back to Valley Children's Hospital.
When the school did the blood drive, it made me feel happy and special because they were doing it for me.
Yeah, Mia and I have our special Friday nights where I go and visit with her, and we go over her schoolwork.
Miss Buell made me feel really happy when she comes.
Thank you is very little, and it doesn't sum up how we feel. The Team Mia efforts just really, really put a bright spot in this big dark cloud that came over us, and so we feel really blessed.
On May 2nd, I got hit by a car and I got in a big accident. But my teachers, they came and helped me through my process of getting better. My PE coach, I'm really close with him, and then he was really shocked. There was a volleyball game that day, and then after the volleyball game, he came straight to the hospital to come and see me.
We were on a bus to Cooper to play an away game, and I kept asking everybody, "Where's Isabella? Where's Isabella?" And they said, "Well, Coach, she was in an accident." After the game, all the boys and fill-in scorekeepers signed the bowl, and I took it to the hospital.
Well, I knew that I could be a great liaison between Isabella, her mom, and the school. And it's been such an incredible, great experience to sit one-on-one with her and learn about what makes her tick.
You know, it's kind of been a Isabella mania. Everybody wants to do something to help her and the family.
The staff at Sequoia, they do care a lot about their students and, you know, who they work with.
I think what it's also done is given her more confidence to recognize that there's people out there that really do care.
It just like inspired me to go out and talk to children, to tell them to ride their bikes and be careful around the streets now.
Kids have a problem one day. I'm not the type of person that's gonna the next day come out and still bother that kid. I'll ask them, you know, what's wrong with you, you know, we can talk about it and try to get through it.
So he's a guy that always looks for ways to motivate and influence our students here at Sequoia in positive ways.
Carl always tries giving us tips if he sees us doing something wrong, or he will always say, great job.
Just listening to kids, you have to listen.
If Carl isn't here, I think like I'll still be sagging and all that, like not paying attention in class, not listening, not doing my work.
I come from the same place they come from, and I show them my NBA cards and, you know, playing overseas and stuff, and just giving them a little hope that, you know, you can make it.
Well, every morning he would greet me with the handshake. Made me feel good because it actually feels like he tries making connections with students.
I smile at the kids every day. I try to speak to every last one of them that come through the gate. You can get some kids that needs a little laughter in their life. They're always sad. You can pick those kids that's always frowned up.
He's very loyal to the group of people that he works with.
I think I enjoy it more than playing basketball, being at school and dealing with different kids, different attitudes, different cultures. I've been at Sequoia for 5 years, and I can tell that I'm making a difference.
So inspiring and such amazing stories. There are so many amazing stories here in our district. 3 of those amazing stories are right here with me on the stage at this time. These individuals are additional reminders of the great work being done here in Fresno Unified. I am joined by Community Relations Liaison for English Learner Services, Mr. Guillermo Berumen. Fifth grade teacher at Easterby Elementary School, Mr. Rob Kuzminski. And Vice Principal at Cesar Chavez Adult School, Mrs. Rain Bumante. These 3 were our 2015 finalists in this year's Excellence in Education Awards, and these folks are a representation of the work and commitment of the 10,000 strong here today. They represent all of you. Let's give them and you a round of applause. Now, Mr. Guillermo Berumen will be here to help us launch our I Pledge campaign for this year. And before he does, you will notice that the students will be walking around the arena today with our human element bracelets. And I have been told that the superintendent has 700 of these here today. However, if any of your schools wish to do so, they may contact Leslie Lowen and order however many bracelets you'd like, and they will be delivered to your school site. So that is your invitation to order your bracelets. There you go. Okay, I'm going to hand this over, and then you'll be done with me for a little while. We're going to move on to the part of the program where, right, send the email. Now's not the time to make the request. Send an email at a later time. Okay, let me be clear. After this year's I Pledge affirmation, is this a Marzano technique? Is this what it is? After this year's I Pledge affirmation, hello, folks, right here. Mr. Berumen will introduce the superintendent. After the superintendent, we will hear from our keynote speaker. It's Fresno High, they're just rowdy over there. Our keynote speaker, College Board President and CEO, Mr. Coleman. And then we'll wrap it up. So thank you very much.
Okay. This is such an honor, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you, Rudy. Can I get everybody standing, please? Everybody. Thank you. I would like to start by sharing that the I Pledge campaign is still a fairly new back-to-school tradition in our district, encouraging all our students to commit, to graduate, and pursue college or career. We are once again highlighting in all our grades that year students will graduate from high school with a special I Pledge campaign. I want all of you to join me in taking a pledge as well today. Please repeat after me. I pledge support students every day. I pledge to engage and to engage others. I pledge to make Fresno a place where every child has an equal opportunity to succeed. Thank you very much for together playing this a better future for our students. Thank you. Please take a seat. Now, I am proud to introduce a man who I admire greatly. He has worked tirelessly on behalf of the children in our city. He's unafraid to make tough choices when it will benefit our kids. He is a husband, a father, a son, and I am proud to call him my superintendent. Please join me in giving a warm round of applause to Mr. Michael Hansen.